Alright, so we got some post-commentary right now. For once, not my fucking fault. This whole post-commentary is actually a brought to you by the complete fuck-up of, well, myself there, as well as OBS. For some reason, not recording my mic track for some goddamn reason. But yeah, as right now, obviously in the video right now, I'm trying to get the keys for the door, and I just finally got the fourth one. Save, because goddamn, you need to save every time in this game. But yeah, just getting used to the bouncing off of enemy projectiles. It's as good as you think, it's as bad as it can get. Or as bad as you think it can get. Because you're kind of at the mercy of enemy timers. And I believe I showed this. And there's me fucking up once again. Yeah, you're kind of at the mercy of enemy timers. And me just being safe. Though not with my health, because I'm nearly dead already. What's so funny is I'll forget about being able to jump up walls much later in the game, which is going to be funny. I'm just trying to snipe them because those things sending artillery my way can be so annoying. Especially if you don't get in between, but the worst part about these ones is they leave behind little mines that want to fuck you over. At the very least, they're nearly all dead, but I'm just basically going very slow. Yes, okay, so I'm gonna come up, I'm gonna get annoyed later on in a later video about this, but I just wanna, like, curtail my thoughts on this. There are many a times, and I get sometimes why they don't let you, but there are some times in this game where you are in no immediate danger and you want to save, and you should be able to save because you're not in any immediate danger. And now the game's gonna want me to thread the needle, as it were, once again. I take a moment to figure out, like, I'm actually meant to jump. I'm supposed to thread the needle between both sets of fawns, but I'm thinking, okay, let me knock it over to the left side. Maybe I'll have enough time because momentum will swing it a little. Not necessarily. It will just reset to position 1. Once it goes back, it will just go to position 1. So I eventually just say, you know, fuck this. I'm just gonna thread it. But yeah, you'll notice that's all the way back there. It just goes back to position 1. There's no momentum to it whatsoever. That's when I realized I just jump. I don't know if I was meant to do that, but fuck it, I did it anyway. That's one way to do it, but I don't know if that was the developer's intended way of doing it. I really want to save right now, but I just completely forget to. Or, sorry, not that I forget to, I just can't. Right now, I'm begging to be able to save. And he was a dumbass. There you go. And that's why I wish I could have saved, but I used up all of my orbs. Now it's just a case of getting back up there and hoping to not get sniped, but I know the way to do it, and I'm gonna do it. And I'm gonna get hit. Yeah, I have a little trouble trying to do this for some reason, because it doesn't go behind it as it's done before. I believe at this point I'm kind of forced to... there we go. No, so it does do it. Eventually. I'll admit, there's a lot of good movement, especially going up, being able to walk up walls. There's a lot of good movement, but there's a couple of really bad movements in this game, especially like trying to jump onto a small platform, but he just keeps over jumping it. And the dumbass did it again. And there is my salvation. I'm not gonna lie, I really like this. I really like being able to jump off of enemy projectiles. I wish they did more of it, but I wish that it was a lot more consistent. In fact, later on, there's an example of this in a later video where it's not as random as far as timing goes. And to me, I think I might have already mentioned this in a previous video, or not too sure, but I know I mentioned it in a future video, but I'll elaborate on this. Having the stomp as down is the damn equivalent, is the equivalent of having up as a jump button to me. It should have been its own designated button, not down on the D-pad or analog stick. See, this works. Right, I'll admit I fucked up there, but sections like that work better, in my opinion. Because you know it's going to constantly fire. You don't have to worry about the enemy just deciding to, you know, fuck off underground and screw up all your timing. And I'm just having some fun because I want to try and... because I'm figuring I can use this dude as a launching pad to get up there. Unfortunately, the other dude had committed seppuku on the farms. One thing this ricochet is real... I'm just going to refer to it as a ricochet. That's really good for sending projectiles back. I just kind of wish it did it with all projectiles, not certain projectiles. The dudes that fire free attacks at you, I've tried. I don't think it does work with that. I wish that you could do it with them. Like, I love that. I really do love that. Now, as far as jumping over a over something, this is actually going to be a good example of that. Not exactly that, but I still failed regardless. God, I barely got that. These things are annoying. I'm just gonna let them commit suicide. Bye. Why bother fighting something that's just gonna replicate and screw you over? Just make it go off the edge. I underestimated their usefulness, and they're one of the enemies you wouldn't think you could actually bounce off of. This is a goddamn leap of faith to me. That was a leap of faith. That was fucking brilliant. I might just replay that. I bounced him off of one attack and launched him into another. Completely unintentional, but fantastic. That's another one as well, just bounce him right into the thorns. And now it's time for a the closest thing this game gets to boss fights. And just send the attacks right back to him. Just screw him. It works. In fact, it seemingly sometimes does more damage than your own damn attacks. And we're through. Just notice that that tree in the background looks like it's got a face. And hallelujah. We finally have it. And now the mist is going to shift again. This is where it gets very interesting. Because this is something that comes back later. But I'm carrying something and I can't double jump, I can't wall run, wall grab or wall climb. Can't do anything. All I can do is jump and attack. Thank God. If I couldn't attack, I don't know. I might just lose more of my mind than I've already lost. That's me being an idiot. That was me just messing up. Going right into the spikes. Again, it was completely. That was. I make a lot of I make a lot of mistakes in this game. That I will freely admit. I want to make sure I got the timing right and go through with enough time to jump right there. My experience of this, if and when I go back to this game, for 100%, not only is experience going to help me, but I also feel going and getting all those additional power-ups is definitely going to help. Or additional powers, should I say. There we go, the mist is lifted. Yeah, it's sometimes hard to see Ori when there's a background, when there's a really light background. I believe that is the Wind Key. Yeah, it is. The seal, basically the keys to the Wind Temple. I will say this. This game has a fantastic map. This game has a fantastic map. You never ever feel lost. If you feel lost, then it's your own damn fault. Damn, I hate those things. I just bounce them away. Again, if you can't escape them, bounce them. Except these things. Just fucking stomp them. They give me so much shit, I just go for vengeance. There will be no mercy. Again, that is satisfying. I can't be denying it. That is a satisfying thing to do. This music, this game's music is beautiful. At this point, I just gotta go down, but I screw myself because I go down so damn slowly. I was my own worst enemy though. I wanted to be safe. I didn't want to fall into spikes. Instead, I fell into death. Just bouncing everything everywhere. Like, no respect. No respect for these assholes. No respect whatsoever. Because they deserve none. No respect is earned, no respect is given. I'm not gonna lie, thinking back on it, the map fragments are a cool thing and good for beginners, but honestly, this game is very straightforward for a Metroidvania. I mean, obviously the only use for a map should be to find hidden secrets and stuff like that, obviously. But even then, they're very straightforward. I mean, for me, my biggest problem is the reason why I didn't necessarily look for all the secrets is because, you know, I gotta have something to come back to do for a Wednesday stream. There. I love the sound. I strangely love the sound that those things make when they shoot their projectiles at you. You know, the design, some of the enemy sound effects. Listening back to this, and obviously not in the heat of the moment. I'll tell you one thing this game kind of reminds, some of the sound effects remind me of. Probably not one to one, they just remind me of it. The original Rayman on the PS1. No idea why. Though I'm pretty sure that they were using stock sound effects back then as well. Wouldn't surprise me if there was stock. Then again, there's nothing wrong with that. Yes, I was completely... This is when I realized those fuckers had a purpose. But I didn't learn till later you can bounce them. Right, I have no idea. I really have no idea what the hell is going on up in that area. I try and go in there. Maybe I'm missing something, but that seems like a pointless area. Again, I could be wrong. I'm most likely and most definitely missing something. Don't believe this is where I find out they can bounce. I think I don't find that out until later like an idiot. God, I wish I could have got that. Again, screw those spiders. I think I could have launched him up there and broken that down. Again, if I'd known at the time. Hindsight being a fickle, awful thing sometimes. I was being hit by fucking everything right then. Again, I hate those things with such a damn passion. I just kill them out of revenge. Just pure vengeance. Yeah, that bounce really nullifies these assholes' danger. But also, I realized there's a switch up there. I needed him. I needed that Froggo alive to get up there. Yeah, I know these. By the way, just looking at myself there, I noticed my hat. But it's kind of representative sometimes of how I feel. Empty-headed, because you can see right through my head. With that hat on and the green. Ah, these spiders deserve this. Poor idiot is stuck. Now the icy ones show up. Yeah, this is depressing, knowing what happened to his people. Call him an asshole, but Jesus, none of them deserve this. Yeah. Gumo, I think Gumo was the last one.